Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life.
If you are a Cricut or Silhouette user, this episode is a must listen to for you. So many of you have been crafting for years with a Silhouette machine or a Cricut machine, and you have been buying designs. I know, because I make a lot of money off of you buying designs. But have you ever considered designing those files yourself? And there are really two very good reasons why you're going to want to make this switch. Number one is control. Now, you have had this happen to you before. I know it's happened to me. I will buy a file because I'm too lazy to make it myself. But in your case, you've bought a file because you don't know the software, you don't know how to switch it up, you don't know how to set it up for for your machine. So you've bought a file, and it's just not exactly the way you want it. It's just a little bit off. The words aren't quite right. The bear is, you don't like the way that the eyes are placed. There are just things about it that you would like to switch. And the number one reason that you should be designing files, even if it's not for money, but for yourself, should be because you would then get control. And control is huge because if you can design something exactly the way that you want it, then you are saving time, you are producing the kind of product that you would like, and if you do number two, then it's not just control, but the second thing is money. So I just think you understand. If you're a Cricut or Silhouette or a Brother Scan and Cut user, you understand the market better than anyone. We have someone in Design Suite who has bought, we'll just say thousands of files, thousands and thousands for her business. And she came in just to make sure that she could learn how to design the files herself because she was stuck in the Cricut software. And for some of you, you're stuck in the Silhouette software. And if you can learn how to design out of that software and instead in Illustrator, then what you can do is you can take that design and use it in any software that you would like, because that is the power of being able to build an SVG file. So for those of you who don't know what an SVG file is, that is actually the main file that is being used when we put it into a Cricut machine or a Silhouette machine or in those softwares. And there is just so much money to be made at 99 cents, and it's so crazy for a file if you can design well. And the coolest thing about you as a crafter is that you understand the market better than anybody else. You just do. When a new designer comes into Design Suite and they've never used a Silhouette or a Cricut machine, even though I think it's a great place for them to make money, it's also difficult because they don't understand the kind of files that people are buying. They don't understand how the setup works. And you're already there. You've been buying these files for forever. You've been making stuff forever. So the real question is, how do you go from being just a crafter who's making all the wonderful things to going to the next level and going out of your way to really building files that other people can use, that you can use, that you have control over and can make you money? And usually that transition requires mentorship, it requires know-how. There's a lot of inside things for doing that, but it's totally doable. And it's one of the things we teach in Design Suite. So if you are someone who wants to make that transition, I would love to see you in a design boot camp, because that is a great place to kind of find out how I talk about these things. But more than anything, if you're a crafter that wants to think about making that transition, just think about the kinds of files that you're using. That's it. Think about what you're willing to pay for those files. Think about what you are buying, because all of those things are marketplace values that you understand that a lot of designers don't understand. I remember when I first got into the digital scrapbooking market, I wasn't a digital scrapbooker. it took me a long time to figure out what digital scrapbookers wanted because I wasn't doing the digital scrapbooking. So until I started actually doing that kind of scrapbooking, did I start to understand why people did what they did and how they enjoyed it. And when I started getting into their minds, that's when I really started producing products that they could use over and over and over again. And that's what I want for you. You're already doing it. Now it's just time to level up and make that transition for yourself. Guys, I've loved having you on here. It's been super fun to talk to you. If you are a Silhouette or a Cricut user, and you're someone who's trying to make that transition, I hope I get to see you soon in a design boot camp, and we'll talk soon.
Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.